Okay, this is step 2. So I already carved the waxes right here. We got the mans and the ladies. And so now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to sand cast both of them. I've already prepared the ladies here. I just thought it was going to be too long a video to try and do them both. So that one's ready. And so now what I'll do is I take this side of the flask that has the grooves. That'll go down like that. Casting sand goes in like this. You can use a hammer of some sort to hammer this in, or I like using the backside of a mandrel. Now this would work with either the Delft clay or the Petrobond. At the moment I'm using a mixture of the two, 50% of each one. That's what I really like. So okay, at this point we're going to take, this is talc, I'm going to paint it on here. Just like that. I find when I paint it on, there's less of it puffing up in my face. So I put it on the wax as well. I like to have a little bit of a sprue. And the wax is pretty tough. You can push on it fairly hard without breaking it, but if you push too hard, you could break it. So, and like I said, I like to have a little bit of a sprue. Some people say not to, but you know, this has worked well for me, so this is how I'm going to do it. Now this side, it has to be lined up on the end here that's open. Okay, so the next thing is now take more of the sand. You don't have to hammer it too hard. Now we scrape it off. So the next thing is, you want to pull these straight apart. And remember I was talking about lining these up? I should have looked better because now I got to remember that these are quite a bit off. But fortunately it's just a symmetrical band, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. So we pull that off. I like to open this up so that it's a steeper funnel. So that metal, when it goes in, it goes right down the hole. And you want to pack this down good and solid because you don't want any little pieces of sand going down into your casting. And even widening the hole as it goes into the the ring there, it'll flow better. So, okay, and one other thing I'm going to do, since this does have the Delft in it, I'm going to add the vents. I actually find I can, instead of dragging it through, got something I got to fix here real quick. Instead of dragging it through, if I press it in, it's a lot cleaner. It's one of those things you kind of figure out as you go. And since it's not that hard to do, I prefer to do all the vent channels. Some people ask, do I have to do them all? Well, you don't, but why not? You know, it's pretty easy. So there's that half. That looks good. So now the second half, take our little sprue out of there. Cut this back. Pack it down good. Okay, now the next thing is we got to free up the wax. Since it's round, we can almost spin it maybe. Once it turns a little bit and breaks free, it should pull out fairly well. No reason to rush it. I rushed it and I pulled it out too fast, which means since I did that, I have this little extra sand, little bit of sand here that broke off. That means when it's cast, that area is going to fill with metal, but cleaning it up will be easy, so I'm not going to worry about it. But that was purely because I did it too quick. So I'm not going to cast them in this video because I'm having trouble getting the videos to load. They're taking too long. So all I'm going to do is we're going to put these together. Now remember, I was crooked, so I just line up the hole. So you can see that one's good. What we'll do drop that down in. Now that one's tight. We'll get the other one here. This one I lined up really good, so it'll go like that. Okay, that's it. Next video, I'll pour the sterling silver. Thank you.